A young woman sits in a sterile hospital room, holding her dying father's hand, when a doctor enters, not with a promise of cure, but with an offer, a technology that could transfer her father's consciousness into the cloud, escaping death altogether. Would she believe, in that moment, that heaven still lies beyond, or would this digital hereafter become her new faith? For centuries, religions have painted pictures of afterlives, heaven or nirvana, reincarnation or spiritual union, inviting us to imagine that death is not an end, but a threshold. Heaven, in particular, serves as both solace and goal, a cosmic justice system, where earthly suffering finds meaning and where loved ones may reunite beyond the grave. It's a promise that reassures the child at a funeral and tempers the fears of the philosopher staring into the abyss. But beneath it lies a profound human hunger, the unyielding refusal to accept that we, and those we love, will simply vanish. Enter technology's latest seduction, the promise, not of mystical paradise, but of engineered eternity. Silicon Valley, never shy about grand ambition, increasingly flirts with the idea that aging is a technical problem and that consciousness could one day be digitized, copied, or augmented beyond the reach of biological decay. Some see in these visions of mind uploading or radical life extension a secular path to immortality, heaven stripped of angels but delivered at the press of a button. Yet if modern Prometheus offers us a mechanical afterlife, what becomes of the ancient hope for heaven? Will a digital forever erode faith in a spiritual beyond, or merely shift it to new territory? At first glance, the answer seems straightforward. Why cling to the abstract promise of heaven, with its uncertain entrance and unreachable distance, when technology offers potentially tangible, even testable, alternatives? If medical breakthroughs could stretch our lives by centuries, or machines could house our thoughts indefinitely, wouldn't the appeal of religious afterlife wane? This is the wager implicit in much techno-utopian rhetoric, a bet that the triumph of science will, sooner or later, make old myths obsolete. But this wager misunderstands something deeply human. Heaven has never just been about duration, it is about transformation. It is not merely endless consciousness, but a state of perfected existence, resolved suffering, and transcendent meaning. In Christian theology, for example, heaven is not simply an endless extension of current life, but union with the divine, a fulfillment that reorders desire and heals the fractures of earthly experience. The Islamic paradise promises beauty and justice made whole. Buddhist nirvana releases the self from craving and sorrow altogether. These visions answer not just mortal fear, but existential longing. Thus, if technology grants us eternal life in the technical sense, endlessly extended being, does that fulfill the same hunger that heaven once sought to satisfy? Imagine a world where, through mind uploading, you achieve digital immortality, your thoughts and memories preserved, your personality simulated across centuries of server upgrades. Would you not still ache for something more than continuity of self? Would code offer justice for the wronged or reunion with the lost, or would it simply reinforce a human identity stretched thin over time? History, too, hints at how old dreams adapt in new clothes. The printing press was once feared as a threat to sacred traditions. Instead, it democratized religion. Medical advances have doubled lifespans, yet the yearning for afterlife persists. Each technological leap reframes the question, but rarely settles it. And if today's AI apostles promise a cloud heaven, is this not another mythic gesture, the same fear of annihilation, now recast in silicon and software? Perhaps what we are witnessing is not the replacement of faith, but its migration. As philosopher Martin Heidegger warned, technology is never neutral, it shapes our very sense of reality, inviting us to see ourselves as bundles of information rather than enfleshed souls, to desire endlessness over depth. Yet, that yearning contains its own dangers. If immortality lies within reach, might we become forever restless, endlessly distracted, evading grief but never finding peace? Would death itself, once enemy and teacher, become an outlaw, driven underground by algorithmic denial? And there are limits no code can cross. The mysteries of consciousness, what it means to be a self, to love, to forgive, persist beyond the reach of circuits, stubbornly refusing reduction to data. What of the mother grieving her child or the artist whose lived creativity no server can reproduce? The oldest religions do not merely postpone death, they propose that only through letting go can life's deepest meanings emerge. So, will the promise of technological eternity cause people to abandon heaven? For some, perhaps, the allure of the tangible, the immediate, is powerful. But for many, the new digital paradises may prove as unsatisfying as the old material ones. Technology can reshape our dreams, fan hope, even delay the inevitable, but the ache for meaning, for love beyond loss, for justice deeper than any code can offer, will endure, seeking a home beyond all circuits. In the end, the promise of eternal life, whether sung by prophets or coded by engineers, does not resolve the great question, but reframes it. What, indeed, is it that we truly wish to be eternal?